Have you ever put in serious time and effort to create something for YouTube only for the algorithm to decide that it just doesn't fancy showing it off to anyone? Maybe this time you spent extra effort on the thumbnail and it might even be the best video that you've ever made. Maybe you thought this is the one, this time it's going to do really well. I've definitely thought those exact things, but more often than not I'm left feeling pretty silly when the numbers just have no correlation with the work that I put in. This has actually happened a few times recently on my channel where the strongest videos, in my opinion, kind of get left behind and the others then naturally do quite well. So there'll be loads of reasons for that, including things like the thumbnail, the title, the length of the video, but I just kind of want to skip all of that stuff and delve into the deeper issue here. So the videos that you create and the art that you make are not and should never be tied to the numbers and the engagement that they receive online. Typically my strongest work does not do that well on YouTube, and I definitely know that to be the case for other filmmakers using this platform. Quite often the big documentaries and the emotional stories that take weeks or even months to make will be outperformed by things like gear reviews or just someone talking to the camera for 10 minutes straight. And sometimes it won't even make sense. High click-through rates, good watch time, but no, it's just not your day. And just to note, I do believe things like hard work, consistency and creativity are all massive factors in terms of doing well in the online and social media space. And the guys I'm about to mention are of course perfect examples of that, but as I'll point out, it's not all as it seems. So Danny Gewirtz, personally my favourite YouTube filmmaker, has this video talking about frame rates which has got over 1 million views. And yet there's this heartwarming documentary that he shot in Uganda for a really good cause, like super inspiring piece of work, and yeah, just has a fraction of the views. And here we've got Eric Floberg basically getting more views on a video chatting about how much money he earns as a YouTuber than a really well put together, heartfelt cinematic documentary about his dad. You just can't get hung up on the numbers because it will drive you mad, and clearly it's not a good indicator when we're talking about talent, quality of work and the impact of your work. Time, passion and effort don't always correlate fairly with engagement online, which is why you should never place your happiness or your success on a platform which you have little to no control over. However, the good news is that those things that I've just mentioned are all going to come together to help you become a better filmmaker, more knowledgeable, more experienced, and generally just get you closer to where you need to be. So if you're creating for the right reasons, whether it's the love of the craft, to tell a story, provide an experience or value to someone through film, then I think you're on the right path. Don't get me wrong, we all play the YouTube game from time to time, but that's really all it is. So create the video, upload it. If it does well, great. And if it doesn't do well, great. I'll see you next time. Cheers.